Canada's World Cup warm-up match against Panama canceled on Sunday when the team refused to play because of a labor dispute with the Canadian Federation. Players are asking for 40% of World Cup prize money, a friends and family travel package, and as they're calling it, equitable structure with our women's national team that shares the same player match fees, percentage of prize money earned at our respective FIFA World Cups, and the development of a women's domestic league. In a statement, the players also said Canada Soccer had disrespected the team, calling the relationship with their federation strained. Here's Canadian Federation President Nick Bonkus.
First, address the men's proposal that we have analyzed through empirical data. If we as an association only had the men's team and the women's team to take care of and nothing else, no futsal, no beach, no para, no U20, no U17, no U15 on both sides. No coaching development programs, no referee development programs, no national championships. We could still not afford this proposal. It is untenable.
All right, given what you just heard, are you cool with the Canadian men's national team sitting out this rare tune-up for the World Cup?
Look at that. Somebody from the Federation saying it's the players' fault. They're going to kill soccer for everybody. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Let me tell you why I'm cool with it. Canadian Soccer Business, CSB, is something within their federation like a marketing arm. It's very much likened to what is Soccer United Marketing and what they do. They signed a proposal and agreement with them that wasn't transparent to the players, neither on the men's side nor the women's side, and the players on both sides want to enact change. If they've ever had leverage to enact change, it's now. If they are ever going to do something of worth, it is now. This World Cup, and they understand that the big one is coming up in 2026. Some of the demands, okay? More former players from the men's, women's, and Paralympic team to be integrated into leadership positions within Canada's soccer board and organization. It kills me that people behind the desk don't see what this game needs. They see a business proposal from a third party they think is good, and they don't realize that it may be good for them in their pockets, but not good for the game, not conducive for the growth of the game. And these players understand so, and they are fighting for what they believe in. So yes, I am cool with it.
To your point about Canadian Soccer Business, I love the parallel you drew to Soccer United Marketing because it's actually run by the Canadian Premier League. So a very similar relationship there in the way that it helps support the Canadian Federation. And I think actually the lack of transparency that we had for a long time in the United States between U.S. Soccer and Soccer United Marketing may have contributed, Herc, to some of the equal pay issues that we saw down here. So I'm never, ever going to side with management when it's labor v. management. What I'll say here is I won't believe the Federation, because we heard this from the U.S. Soccer Federation as well over the years, right? Whenever there's a pay dispute, it is, well, then we can't afford X, Y, Z, A, B, C. There's not going to be soccer for anybody else. It's the oldest play in the playbook, and I don't think you can buy it. I also want to caution, though, something here as far as what the men's national team is talking about in their proposal. They're talking about equal percentages of World Cup prize money. Now, the women's national team for Canada came out with a statement that basically said that the proposal that the men are putting forth, while equitable, is not what the women would consider equal pay. So if the Canadian men are going to go out there and bring the Canadian women into this, it's not equitable pay. It's equal pay. And be honest and upfront about that. I don't have any problem with the Canadian men's national team taking advantage of this moment and asking for more. But don't bring the women in unless you're going to fight for what the women are asking for, not what you think the women should be asking for. There's where we stand right now on the Canadian men's national team. There are reports out of Canada, the latest just a couple hours ago, that the Canadian Federation thinks they soon may have a press release stating that there's progress between the two sides. Let's hope for better days for Canadian soccer.